Black holes are massive structures in the universe that suck in anything: matter, energy, and light. Bitcoin is also a massive structure in the financial universe that sucks in value from any type of asset less dense than itself. I'm Carol, co-founder of Area Bitcoin, and in this video I'll explain how Bitcoin is demonetizing other asset classes and sucking value like a financial black hole. You are already approaching this event horizon. Subscribing the channel for us to be together to the singularity of Bitcoin. A black hole is a region of space with a gravitational field so strong that not even light can escape from it. Gravity becomes massive and compresses matter until there is no space between atoms. Black holes generally arise from the death of supermassive stars. They are structures that arise in extreme conditions and help to understand how galaxies form and evolve. Okay, but how can this look like Bitcoin? Bitcoin is also a structure that tends to absorb value, financial energy, from all assets with inferior properties to it. Black hole is increasingly dense and with an ever-increasing gravitational field as it sucks matter and energy from neighboring structures. The same happens with Bitcoin as it absorbs value from other asset classes and currencies with inferior properties to it. The more value it takes, the greater the gravitational field around it. It's an effect that feedbacks on itself. When I speak gravitational field, it's about Bitcoin's ability to continue attracting more and more value, demonetizing other asset classes just as black holes attract matter and energy and dismantle any existing particle. This happens because Bitcoin, like a black hole, is made of absence. The absence of matter is the strongest force in the known universe. Bitcoin is absence. Absence of charismatic leaders, absence of someone deciding the rules, absence of a single point of failure, absence of censorship, and absence of an alternative to it. Nothing can resist a black hole once it has passed through the event horizon. No asset can be more solid than Bitcoin because any asset has a leader, someone making decisions, changing operations, and can be created infinitely. As more value and financial energy is sucked into Bitcoin, it expands. Just as a black hole expands in density by absorbing energy and eliminating the spaces between atoms, Bitcoin also expands by demonetizing other weaker asset classes in the face of a massive gravitational force. Another similarity is the origin. Black holes arise from the death of supermassive high-density stars. Bitcoin emerged as a result of the 2008 crisis, a supermassive event that collapsed the largest banks in the world and placed the world in the midst of one of the biggest global financial crises. Just as black holes defy the laws of physics and they go to the extreme because they change a lot of what's known about Newtonian and quantum physics, Bitcoin does the same with the economic laws because it defies everything that economists and investors hold to be true, especially when talking about Keynesian theories, which extol interventionism and money printing when in fact it's pure manipulation of the market and natural economic laws. In Bitcoin, the monetary policies followed by central banks are annihilated and nothing escapes the gravitational force that Bitcoin brings as the first financial constant. Bitcoin changes economic laws because for the first time in history, there's a financial constant to measure energy and time. Bitcoin is a constant where before it was pure energy dissipation. Another thing that black holes do, and that Bitcoin also does, is dilate space-time. The stronger the gravitational field, the slower time passes. In other words, just like in black holes, in Bitcoin time seems to pass more slowly. Bitcoin causes anyone to start developing low time preference. You start to think more long-term and make decisions based on longer time horizons. You can enjoy life better and make better decisions. Bitcoin is a metaphorical black hole, but also a mental one. Once you go down the rabbit hole and cross the event horizon, the point where nothing escapes anymore, you can no longer get out. In the fiat system, you develop high time preference. You are conditioned to think in the short term. You are trained to consume unrestrainedly and has little ability to plan in the future. As a result, time seems to pass faster within the fiat system. You spend all your time working in the rat race. You see life pass before your eyes faster and faster, but nothing remains. You can conserve little financial energy. You become poorer and your purchase power shrinks through time. In Bitcoin, time passes differently because just like in black holes, Bitcoin also curves space-time. Bitcoin dilates time because if you have money that sucks monetary energy from everything else, you tend to have an ever-increasing density, and that density expands exponentially as Bitcoin demonetizes other asset classes. As you have more and more value, you begin to see time slow down, you develop low time preference, you enjoy life more, and are able to look at the rest of the accelerating universe from the outside. Just like inside black holes, in Bitcoin, time passes slowly. You can live longer and not stay in the fast fast-paced fiat rat wheel. The fiat system compresses time, makes you live like in a hurry to accumulate value, but in the end, you lose density in your purchasing power. Well, I've already talked about the theories and metaphors, now let's get to the calculations. If Bitcoin tends to absorb value from less dense structures, how far can it expand? Bitcoin has a giant total addressable market, a TAM. If it absorbs 5% of the value of the planet's stores of value, such as money, government bonds, gold, real estate, it could reach millions of dollars. If Bitcoin absorbs 5% of value of circulating money, around $60 trillion of M2 from several countries, one Bitcoin would be worth $176,000. If Bitcoin absorbs 5% of the value of foreign bonds, fixed income securities, around $12 trillion, one Bitcoin could be worth $35,000. If Bitcoin absorbs 5% of the value of cash reserves in companies and financial institutions, around $38 trillion, one Bitcoin would be worth $111,000. If Bitcoin absorbs 5% of the value of gold, which has a market value of $12 trillion, one Bitcoin would be worth $29,000. And if Bitcoin absorbs 5% of real estate, which is the main asset class used to store value, and today is around $250 trillion, one Bitcoin would be worth $740,000. Not to mention the increased demand and increasing scarcity of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin sucks 5% of value from each of these asset classes, it could quickly reach more than $1 million. If there are only 17 million Bitcoins available, after all 4 million are estimated to be lost, this value of $1 million per Bitcoin seems quite conservative. Bitcoin is often called a black hole because it has the potential to swallow 100% of all stores of value. After all, none of them are scarce, immutable, decentralized, and predictable. None have the same properties as Bitcoin and therefore tend to be swallowed by its massive gravitational force. If Bitcoin follows its trajectory and swallows all existing reserves of value, it could reach more than $22 million in purchasing power of the dollar today. Black holes and Bitcoin are mysterious structures that awaken the enchantment of our civilization. The only difference is that in black holes, what happens is destruction, while in Bitcoin, a new, more solid and predictable universe begins to form. It's as if there were a dock where all the laws of physics and nature are described in an open, transparent way. This is why, in addition to being a black hole, Bitcoin is like a portal, a wormhole to a financial reality that is much fairer than the current one. With Bitcoin, humanity has the possibility of progressing to an era of unprecedented abundance, of transmuting low density via fiat impoverishment and expanding infinite wealth to the point where money is no longer a point of corruption, but a universal solution. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time and opt out.